We are constantly telling ourselves stories and convincing ourselves it's the truth. You know that? Constantly. I don't have enough time. BS. I can't. Garbage. We do this, is worse with kids. Right? Kids are born great. We demolish them through the process of raising them. We give them our stories. We transfer our fears. We transfer our likes, our loves, our dislikes, our passions. We also transfer negativity. We transfer these things to them. We have to figure out what is fact and what is the truth. I hear people all the time. Yes. Do you have a question? Oh, no. Okay. Do you find yourself doing these things? Fact meaning? Yeah, we tell ourselves just crap stories. Total crap.
Yeah.
You've got to get to a point where you can address yourself. Do you think it's easy to change someone else?
No.
Every time you think about changing someone else, think about how hard it is to change yourself. Every time. You're not going to change your buyer. You're not going to change their mind. You're not going to make them think differently. You're not going to make them act differently. You're not going to make them decide differently. You're not going to make them communicate with their spouse differently. It's not going to happen. The only thing you can do is change yourself, which hopefully changes a paradigm for them, and it might get you a different result. It might. Is that fair? So, from a social standpoint, what Guy said earlier, if I have an audience that only communicates on Facebook, like myself, email is ridiculous. For me, I get 16,000 emails a month. No. It's mathematically impossible for me to manage email. I can't do it. I've paid full salaries to somebody to do it. Now I have 2 salaries going towards managing one stupid activity. Right? I can't do it. It does not work. So if I have an audience of people that only communicate on Facebook, an audience of people who only communicate on Twitter, an audience that only communicates on LinkedIn, an audience that loves video, an audience that loves blogs, an audience that loves text, what do you have to like? Better like them all. You have to meet people where they are. You have to, regardless of personal opinion, regardless of what you think works or what you think doesn't. When somebody says you can't generate business off Facebook, I'll say no, most people don't. For that reason, if I tell myself I can't generate business off Facebook, guess what I'm going to get? I'm going to get exactly what I just told myself I'm going to get. Nothing. Right? I can't do it. You're going to get exactly what if you tell yourself, I can learn Facebook, I'm going to learn Facebook, I'm going to generate business off Facebook, I'm going to get it down, and I'm going to follow people who are. Surround yourself with people that are further than where you want to be. Watch what they do. Monitor them. I have tons of people I know follow just to see what kind of stuff or how I post, how I manage my posts. When I'm on Facebook, I'm very, very particular about how I interact with it. It is strategically planned. Yes, a portion of it is personal. I want people to know who I am. So I tend to brag about my son. I post things about him on there. I tend to post things about things that I love. So if it's voting or if it's vacationing or whatever those things are, those go on there. But in addition to that, I will promote customers live on Facebook. If I say, @Guy Page, thank you so much for having us out at DFW Security to do this training, and I tag Guy and I tag DFW Security, what does that do to him?
It's exposure.
What happens to my post? Where does it put me?
On his wall.
On his wall. When Guy says, Jen, thank you so much, or Jennifer Bagley, thank you so much for coming out to my and doing the training today, it was great. What does that do for him?
He goes on your wall.
He's in front of my network. A thread starts on my network. Is that easy marketing? It's a cocktail party online. It's easy. Ladies, you should be fantastic at this. Right? This should be like second nature. If I want to send a referral to Guy, if I was to say, hey Guy, at Guy Page, at DFW Security, just wanted to let you know I've got a referral for you. You should touch base with blank. And I say, at so-and-so. Now what does it do? Shows people I refer.
You might want to tell them what you mean there.
Have you seen that? How many of you use Facebook now? How many of you have tagged somebody by saying at and then their name so that it links on your site and their site? The next time you write a name of somebody in your network or a company of a page that you like, put the at sign in front of it. It will highlight their name in a link. It will drop your comment on their page and your page. Okay, be very careful with that. Don't overdo it. Definitely don't use it to sell. You can use it to share. You can use it to refer. You can use it to thank somebody for something. But if you say, if I was to say, at Guy Page, just wanted to let you know, half off websites for the next week. No, okay? Doesn't work that way. Social media is sharing, not selling. If you practice any communication, any marketing, any advertising like you would a billboard or like you would an advertisement, you're gonna get identical results. The only difference is when you drive by a billboard, people don't get pissed. If I was to take my advertisement and place it on your page, that's gonna tick you off. So now you have people who are just intentionally making you mad. Okay, so think
Your
about.
reach will decrease.
Yes, no likes, that's a problem. All right, so we have got to watch Fact Media.